and we are live. So, welcome everybody to 2024.
Yes.
This is me with my good friend Michelle.
Hi, guys.
Here to bring in the new year. I thought it would be fun to have another special format episode discussing what we're looking forward to in the new year. Do you have a good New Year's celebration?
Yes, exactly how I like it, which is peaceful and calm in my own house.
Really?
Being super introverted.
Oh, I'm surprised. I always try to go out. I'm the opposite. I always want to go out. But anyway, let's get into it. We're welcoming in the new year. We'll have a bunch of guests. We're not going to go into any summaries this year, but we will go into summaries this year, but we're going to go into mostly what we're looking forward to. We'll hop around from a bunch of different guests, why we're looking forward to it, and kind of just discuss what we're hoping is going to come to us in 2024. So let's get into it. So, back with Michelle.
I'm here.
What is something that you are looking forward to in 2024?
I'm going to talk about one of my favorite TV series, which is Stranger Things.
Oh, there's more?
There's more.
I thought that
it's not over.
I haven't. So, I haven't watched much of Stranger Things.
I know you haven't.
All I watched is at your house.
Yeah. Oh, I had it on in the background, and I shouldn't have because you need to watch it.
No, it was good. You
Okay,
had it on you were teaching me how to apply foil to my nails.
I was.
Yeah. And then I haven't watched anything else.
So Stranger Things is a TV series by Netflix.
Yeah.
Just really quickly, the premise is a group of children are these in center stage because there's been a rip in the
it's okay.
reality,
you can spoil it for
right?
me. I'm my own fault.
There's a rip in reality and monsters come through, right?
Yeah.
And people can go to the other side. It's called the Upside Down. And we kind of follow these kids through this journey that continues throughout the seasons. And in 2024, we're going to see season 5, which is the final season.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was done.
I know. Season 4 left us on a cliffhanger.
Okay, so then this might be a spoiler. So if you don't want to hear anything else about it, you skip ahead probably just like 1 minute.
Yep.
But what I would ask you is what are you most looking forward to learning about in this?
Oh, here we go. Spoiling.
Yeah,
Spoilers. Okay. So one of my favorite characters, his name's Eddie in the show. In season 4, he dies. Or you're given the impression that he dies.
Yes.
In the Upside Down while helping the group of kids fight, basically. Mm-hmm. Eddie specifically is the leader of the D&D club at the high school where the kids have eventually grown older and began attending.
Oh.
And he is this guy who comes off really hard, punky. He plays a flying V guitar and he just looks like a complete rebel.
Yeah.
But he's got a heart of gold.
He's a rebel with a heart of gold.
Yeah. His purpose throughout his time in high school was to pave the way and protect nerds.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
And he's gone.
Okay. It's set in the 80s, and the kids that are quote-unquote nerds during that time were ostracized and bullied.
It was not
a great time.
Not a cool thing to be a nerd then.
Yeah. So, like, even I grew up during that time. I didn't play D&D, but to have someone like Eddie would have been amazing. So, I'm hoping to see him be brought back.
Maybe he'll come back.
Maybe he'll come back in season 5.
Okay. And when is that coming out this year?
Oh, good question. Okay. So, yeah, their season 5 is supposed to be releasing as early as January 5th. But because it's still tentative because there was a writer's strike. There was a writer's strike, understandably. So we're not exactly sure about that, but really soon.
All right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, yay, perfect. Okay. So,
Yay, okay.
welcome back, Mika Co, to the show. It's been a long time since we last talked.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm glad to be here again. So thanks for having me again.
Yeah, I'd love to. I always love dipping my toes into a different genre of, I guess this time we're also talking about a game, but kind of just different genres of media that I'm not really familiar with. So
Yeah.
you help me with that. Is there anything you want to say to introduce yourself real quick?
So I guess I'm going to like just introduce myself as the resident MiHoYo game fan here. So just gonna stick to that branding for now.
Yeah, sure. Until you come back with a new flavor for us to enjoy, I guess.
Yep. Yep.
A new passion. So, well then, last time that you were here, we talked about MiHoYo's game, Honkai Star Rail, which is brand new.
Yeah.
So this new year coming out, what is something that you're excited for in 2024?
So this year, I'm actually looking forward to an update to Genshin, which is MiHoYo's more well-known game. So right now, it's been like a couple years since Genshin came out, but the thing about the game is it's a continuously ongoing game. But it does have like several big patches every like half a year or so.
Yeah.
So right now, I think it's scheduled to be released around like mid to late 2024, around August or so. They'll finally release the 6th out of the 7 main regions of their world. So it's going to be the penultimate until they have like right now it's speculated to be a showdown between the Traveler and the like big bad, I guess, in a way.
Ooh. So this story is interesting. This is the interesting thing about the MiHoYo stories for other people who aren't excuse me, who aren't like really into it, because you're the one who taught me this. When you say it's like an ongoing game, it's that it's kind of like a TV show almost, but a video game, in terms of you get seasons of the game that will progress the story that you're like allowed to play through. And they're never gone, but like you can play through one update. And so far as I understand, every new update has been a new region, and that also progresses the story further, right?
Yeah. So in here, like with each region, there will be like event quests or like stories revolving around that specific region and how to solve that region's problems, or basically just exploring that region. So they usually base the Genshin regions off real world regions. So for example, some are based on like Japan or like China, and the upcoming one will be based on Mesoamerica. So I'm also excited to see how that plays out.
Yeah, that sounds super cool. And you said this is the penultimate one, right?
Yeah.
So is there anything that you're looking for? Spoiler, if you're not if you don't want to get spoiled by Genshin, but is there anything that you are looking forward to or hoping that will be revealed during this latest patch? Because it sounds like the story then is like almost wrapping up, which is very exciting.
Yeah. So I think in here, like one of the main things that players look forward to is the reveal of that region's god or archon. So in here, usually the way that they would have it is it will be a character also based on their like Hoyoverse, like the in-game universe. So in here, it's speculated to be Himeko, like someone similar to Himeko. And I don't know if anyone still remembers me mentioning, but Himeko is one of the first characters you meet in Honkai Star Rail.
It does.
So in here,
I
it's
did
kind
remember the name. So that's a fun little drop.
Yeah, so it's interesting to have like some characters start out early in one of their games and then be revealed later on in another, and vice versa.
Wow.
Like they would usually have like similar characteristics and even appearance, but be different in their roles. So that is some kind of familiarity, I guess.
Yeah.
In like seeing the character again, but in a different like form, or different like multiverse kind.
I guess tying it back to a TV show, it's kind of like these are their actors, right? The characters are like actors but they're a different character in this world.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. That sounds really exciting. Man, I can't wait to see it. So let's look forward to that. Thanks, Mika.
Thanks for having me again. Hello.
So welcome back, Emily, to the show.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. This is now your third appearance with us.
Yes.
So is there anything you would like to say to introduce yourself?
Just the usual. Emily, been here in Taiwan for 4 years teaching English.
Yeah.
And
looking forward to the new year?
Yes, I'm excited.
I believe we've talked in the past about Howl's Moving Castle and about
Yes.
a run of the Hawkeye comics, right? So
Yes.
what is it that you are looking forward to coming out in 2024?
I am looking forward to the Haikyu movie, the Battle of the Garbage Dump.
Is that really what it's called?
Yes, that's what it's called.
Oh my God, wait. Okay, so before I said we didn't do summaries, but why is it called that?
Because this movie will focus on a game between two teams, Karasuno, which are the crows, and Nekoma, which are the cats. And so it's named that because the two animals are found often around garbage.
Wow, that's really cute. It's also kind of sad.
Yeah, well, it's kind of based on like the reason that this one is so anticipated is because the coaches a long time ago, like they were rivals and they always wanted to be able to compete on a national stage at their respective schools, but due to being in different prefectures, the only chance they can ever play in an official match is at nationals, and so they were never able to actually meet at nationals.
They couldn't fulfill their dream, so to speak.
So now it's like the new, yeah.
I feel like at this point we should mention the Haikyu is an anime and a manga about volleyball.
Yes,
and
correct.
a volleyball team. And the main volleyball team is Karasuno, right?
Karasuno.
Yes.
Correct.
So usually it is an episodic kind of show because it's a TV show, right? So it's about boys.
The anime is, yep.
Boys be playing volleyball. I think the manga is too.
So it largely, So the anime before this movie largely follows Karasuno and their journey to get here to
as a team.
This, to nationals. And so it's kind of an extra bonus, right, that they get to play this team in particular. However, it is, it's extra special again because of the coaches and the coaches' past rivalries. And now actually so Nekoma is that coach, but Karasuno, the coach, he is currently in the hospital. And it's actually his grandson who is the coach of
Mega drama.
Karasuno. Yeah. But then the coach still will support, from the hospital.
Of course. And it's now it's like they have to do it for him because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
So usually I've been asking people, what are you most looking forward to in learning about? But is that I feel like you kind of covered it, unless there's something else in the movie that you are really looking forward to learning or seeing?
Yeah. I'm just excited to see how they really bring this battle and this game, right, to the big screen, and just seeing how it plays out and, hearing a little bit more of the characters' voices and stuff instead of just, reading it.
Do you think it's going to be very different from the anime or?
Well, so one difference, because it's a movie, right?
Yeah.
It'll be a lot more compact. So in the anime, a whole match could have been 12 episodes for one of them.
Of course.
Or maybe 10. So it's going to be a lot more fast-paced.
So when is that coming out this year?
It is being released in Japan in February 16th. However, there's no official word on when we may get a translated version of that. We can guess based on other, popular movies that maybe, hopefully by the end of the year is what I'm hoping for.
Wow. Okay, well, I hope it's earlier than the very end of the year. But nonetheless,
I hope so.
Crossing our fingers for that. And thanks for coming back on, Emily.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. So welcome back, Tyler, to the show. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
Is there anything that you would like to say to introduce yourself? The last time you were here was a while ago. We talked about everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, it's been a minute since then.
It certainly has. So is there anything you'd like to remind the people about?
So my name's Tyler. I live here in Taipei. I enjoy eating sushi, and I got a screaming goat for Christmas.
Not a real one.
Yeah, unfortunately, my building does allow me to have pets, but I think they might draw the line at screaming goats.
Yeah.
Mainly because of all the screaming.
Yeah. So, love it. So then, looking forward to 2024, what is something that you're excited or a story that like you're looking forward to this year?
Oh, I'm so excited for I saw the announcement for Arcane Season 2 coming out, which I've been thrilled because that's a masterclass in storytelling. But I'm so excited about it. I follow a few YouTubers that give fresh perspectives on that show, and they're still releasing content and writing breakdowns just using that show
From the old season, the one that's already out.
Just from season 1.
Yeah.
So like season 2 to come out, I'm really excited. Downside, it's coming out in November.
Oh God.
Which is basically a whole other year. But hey, it's something to look forward to.
Yeah. It was the first season was a very like densely packed story and kind of like
so
not a moment wasted. So the second season, I imagine, will be more of the same. Assuming that it's the exact same team, I think there's a lot to look forward to. I also loved Arcane. I'm excited you reminded me that this is coming out this year. That was one of my favorite series. It came out in 2022, right?
Yeah, I'm quite sure the second season will do just as much. So it'll be worth the wait.
We gotta hope so, right?
I really hope so.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to learning about in the story or when it comes out?
I think I played the characters in the game itself.
Oh, okay.
That's something that the writing team deliberately like picked and chose what was going to transfer from the game over to the show itself. So like, for example, Vi's gauntlets, Jinx's gun. My point is that I'm kind of excited to see where they take the next step in developing the characters to finally push them closer to the concluding personalities that they have in game.
Yeah.
And their journey of
just
how
to
they
see
get
kind of
there.
like where it ends up, right? Like they did leave on a really big cliffhanger. A lot of questions. So
absolutely.
Looking forward to that at the end of this year. That's actually good. That gives us something to look forward to towards the end of the year.
Yep. So that's enough about Arcane. But what about you? What's something you're looking forward to this year?
In 2024? Actually, like, I think you've also played this game. I'm really looking forward to the game Hades 2.
Yes.
Which is going to be released
that's so
this
good.
year. It's a roguelike, which means it was a game where you are meant to die many times. It was a really fun game to play. It had very rewarding mechanics, but the story was also one of the best parts of it, which for my own experience, I'd never played a game that told a story in quite that same way. So
with a very unique style, I'd say.
Yes, the style is overwhelmingly one of the best parts of that game, like the music, the stylistic consistency. So anyway, Hades 2 is coming out, and like, I'm not going to lie, a huge part of why I'm excited is because it features a girl, which happens a lot less often in games. Girls are not usually main characters, but also because this time it's about a woman, I think Melinoe, and she's a princess of the underworld who did happen. They're going up against Kronos, the Titan of Time, and then most near and dear to my heart, her like patron is Hecate or Hecate or however you pronounce that, who's basically like the witch goddess of Greek mythology. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be fun.
That's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, it's just all kind of things I like. I love witchcraft, not like as an idea, as a aesthetic to play around in. I love Greek mythology. And that's supposed to come out, hopefully, still sometime between April and June of 2024. So as long as it doesn't get delayed, that's...
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's what I'll be doing this spring, early summer. So thanks for that. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today's episode. I hope that you enjoyed catching up with us today on the things that we're looking forward to coming out in 2024. We have a couple of things at the beginning of the year, a little in the middle, and a little bit at the end there. Special thanks to the guests who helped out with today's episode: Michelle Chiang, Mika Co, Emily Daniel, and Tyler Gelbar. As for all of you out there, we'll see you next week with one of our regular program schedules. I'm your host, Amanda Stevens, and this has been Tales of Our Time on Radio Taiwan International. Wishing you a Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time.